Hello, YouTube fans and Facebook fans of DX Engineering. It's a new year. It's 2021, and it's time for Tuesdays with Tim and Jeff. Hello, everybody. I'm Tim, K3LR. Along with me today is Jeff KB8ZWT. And Jeff, it is good to be back.
Yes, it is. Absolutely.
And although we have so much to be thankful for, I'm glad to have 2020 in the rear view mirror.
Mm-hmm.
And I bet you are too.
Yes.
So we have a lot of exciting things that are going on at DX Engineering. And I know, Jeff, you're on the pulse of it because you're on the phone with our customers every day.
Yes.
And I get to interact with the customers through club meetings and also when they email me. And but you're right in the thick of it.
Yeah.
And it's really cool, some of the stories that you've told me that come about from customers. And I think one of the things before we get started, I got a couple of things here today. Number one, if you would like to have a presentation to your club via Zoom, so most of the clubs are meeting online. Maybe it's it's a WebEx, maybe it's Microsoft Teams, maybe it's Zoom. Just send an email. I am more than willing to do programs for clubs. I do a lot of them. Thursday night I'm going to be in Alaska doing a club meeting. So we do a lot of them. But if your club would like to have a program from me or one of the other DX Engineering team members, please email Terry, K8MNJ, at dxengineering.com. That's Kilo 8, Mike, November, Juliet. Doesn't matter where you are in the world. We are more than happy to join in your Zoom meeting and give a PowerPoint presentation or a demonstration. I've even done K3LR station tours virtually, and it works out pretty good. So if you'd like to have a presentation, it's K8 Mike November Juliet at dxengineering.com. Just email Terry and she will get you set up. And you better attend on Thursday for the manufacturer showcase, because Jeff, we're going to be giving away something.
I heard. Yep.
And it's something good. So you want to make sure that you tune in on Thursday. Corey Gibson, W3CDG, our manufacturing manager at DX Engineering, is going to be my special guest. And so we're going to learn about DX Engineering products. And I want to say hello to Dino, KL0S, and Toby, KL0SS. Also want to say hello to Whiskey Charlie 8 Hotel. And he's awaiting a calendar and a sweatshirt. All right, Herm. Well, there were shipping delays, and I know, Jeff, you know all about that.
Yes, I do.
Especially with the post office, and they're still digging themselves out. So sorry about the delay, Herm, but we're, hopefully the delivery will happen very soon. And Whiskey 9 Uniform Sierra, and Greg says, November Charlie 7 Bravo says, thanks for the assistance on the phone this morning with my order.
Yep.
Did you talk to Greg, Jeff?
Yep, he was one that was asking about some rotor information.
Excellent.
Ordered a rotor from us.
Okay. Eric, K3ELG, and from Alaska, it's KL4 Sugar X-Ray, and there's K8MNJ at dxengineering.com. Thank you very much for putting that up there. That's where you want to send the email to get a program from a DX Engineering team member. From Egypt, it's Sugar Uniform 1 Sierra November. That's a new country, Jeff, in the DXCC. And Gary says, hope you all had great holidays. I should have an order for DXE today or tomorrow. Thank you very much, Gary. We look forward to serving you. And Whiskey 1 Charlie Yankee is on. And let's see, looking for call signs here. Always put your call sign in with you. Kilo Golf 6 Oscar Queen Kilo. And Herm says, no delay, shipped yesterday and delivered tomorrow. Yeah, that works. Fast as usual. Thank you, Herm. And K2 Lima Norway Sugar. Hello to you, Herb. And Charlie Alpha Golf 5 Sierra Papa. Sounds like he got one of the free mugs, Jeff.
Yeah, good.
Perry N5PJ. Perry, I got your email this morning, and the guys are looking. Perry wants to have 12 or 13.8 volts on the output of the NCC2 instead of the 18 volts that we usually send down the bias T to run the loop. And Perry, we're looking at how to do that. And here's Mark Brown, who was on with us on the 22nd of December. He's the chairman of the Huntsville Hamfest, and he says, Happy New Year, Tim and Jeff. Thanks for having me on the show to talk about Huntsville and the other Hamfests. Got a lot of great reaction from that show.
Yeah.
And let's see, it says, just got a DX engineering package delivered by FedEx a few minutes ago, loaded with the antenna parts and a new dipole. Thanks, Whiskey 2 Charlie Oscar Delta. And thanks very much for the business. And need anything else, let us know. Malcolm, Whiskey Fox 5 Kilo, and India Whiskey 6 Charlie Alpha Echo from Italy. And Steve, November 8 Tango Uniform Whiskey. And here's the tall guy, K3STL. He says he referred several new and seasoned hams to DXE for holiday shopping, and every order technical advice was perfect. Thanks, and Happy New Year to DXE. And Happy New Year to you also, John. And KG3 Lima. And hi, neighbor Adam. And David, November 2, Quebec Alpha. Delta Kilo 3. Let's see, Oscar Norway. Delta Kilo 5. Oscar Norway Victor from Germany. And November 3 Tango India Radio. He's going to call in and get a few calendars for the new year. And Bud is the net manager for the Western Pennsylvania Health and Wellness Net. So Bud and I talk every morning, and also Bud is the Western Pennsylvania Section Emergency Coordinator, does a great job. And here's Rob, Mike 0 Kilo Papa Delta / Mobile. And Rob, we got to have you on. You see that van there?
That is
Jeff?
nice. That's nice.
It's inside. It looks like a spaceship. And
wow.
We talk to Rob every morning when he's mobile, just north of London, as he's driving to work in the middle of the night. Rob, we got to have you on. I want you to give a tour to everybody of that fantastic mobile setup. He's strong. It really gets out really well.
Wow.
We got Charlie Echo 6 Alpha Queen Papa from Chile on, and our friend Michael, W3 Mike Lima Juliet, and Lynette, K3 Lima Charlie Radio, or K8 Lima Charlie Radio. Hello, Lynette. And DK5ONV says he's eyeballing the nice Alpha 77 SX. No, that's a DX. That's a DX, not an SX. One tube. You only need one tube. You don't need two tubes. One tube makes 1,500 watts. Perfect. And see, Whiskey 8 Victor India Papa in Detroit. And I'm loving my DX Engineering mug. There's another mug winner there, Jeff.
Yeah, wow.
Did you get one of those mugs?
No, I did not. I have one at the office, though.
Oh, all right. Well, when you get back there, it'll be there.
Yeah.
We got Kilo Charlie 7 Mike Sierra United, and a lot of loud signals on 80 meters, health and welfare net. Yep, every morning, 9 a.m., 3.983, and it's Henny Youngman, N4HY, Dr. Bob McGuire. Nice to have you on, Bob. And let's see, we got Alex from Brazil, Papa Yankee 4 Alpha Zulu, and Sandy, Delta Lima 1 Quebec is on with our two new cats there. And Chris says, Chris Moran's N5KM says, will the high Z version 2 receiver array work okay if installed over an old radial field? Really doesn't need radials. It needs a good ground rod. Now, if you don't have, if your ground is sandy or is not very good, you have to make sure that you put out some short radials, about 6 of them, but every one of the elements has to be the same. These receive arrays, you know, when they got 3 verticals or 4 or 8, sameness matters. So, you know, you want to make sure it's very consistent and same. And if you have any other questions on that, Chris, you can email me, K3LR@dxengineering.com. I'd be more than happy to help you with that. Kilo Delta 2 Quebec Zulu Golf. And Dino says, thanks for the mug. And then Michael says, 2 3CX3000s. No, no, no. 18877. There's 18877 in that amplifier, and there's 18877 in that amplifier. That's a 3CX 1500 is the 8877 to run 1500 watts. Hello to the cat in the hat, K0NEB. There he is, getting ready for Dayton for Hamvention. N8 Fox Whiskey Delta, Papa Echo 2 Kilo from the Netherlands. And Sean says 2 tubes are always better than 1. Nah, 1's good. You ever see Miss Barber? All you need is a magic mirror. No, yeah. 1 tube's all you need. Geez, Jeff, you don't even have an amplifier.
No, I don't. I need.
You know, most guys don't have amplifiers.
You know, you really don't need them. You really don't. I've been doing some DX over in Europe and stuff. 100 watts on my butternut.
100 watts on a butternut vertical.
Yep.
And you don't have an optimum radial field, but you do have some radials down, right?
Yeah, I have 44 of them down. But if you make a piece of take a pie and take a piece of that out, I have a tool shed in the way. So
right.
Yeah, it works.
And it still works. And you're working DX with that. Now, which radios do you have there in the house now?
Right now I have the 7200 hooked up. I have that hooked up to my MCOM2 end-fed antenna, and then the 7300 hooked up to the butternut, and then the ICOM 880H is hooked up to a vertical. Okay,
great. So you've got a lot going on there.
Yeah.
But, in fact, let's talk about some of these antennas,
yes.
Jeff. I really do want to talk about some of the antennas that you're recommending to some of the new hams that are calling in and wanting to kind of get on the air pretty quick. Do you see my screen, Jeff?
Not yet, but I think it'll pop up here in just a second. There it is.
Okay. So, Jeff, you want to talk a little bit about this antenna?
Yeah, the MCOM 2, it's a 60-foot long end-fed wire antenna. It's considered to be a portable antenna for like going backpacking, camping, parks on the air, things like that. It happened to be my very first antenna. It was a way for me to get up and running as quickly as possible after I got my general and got the ICOM 7200. Works great. My first call out of that was into Slovenia with the 7200. Love that antenna. I kind of recommend that to a lot of people who are just getting their general license, getting a radio, and the weather's bad. They're not able to put up a vertical or a tower at the time, and they can throw that outside 60 feet from the house out and be up on the air running pretty easily with that antenna. You do need an antenna tuner with it, but it does do 60 through 160, and personally, I think it's a great working antenna.
So, Jeff, when you say it needs an antenna tuner, will the tuner in the 7200 take care of the job?
No, it does on some of the bands, but I have to put an external automatic tuner on it to get it to tune. So it's best to have an extra tuner for that. Okay,
yeah, that sometimes the SWR can be beyond what the internal tuner can take. So, but this is a great way for inexpensively get up on the air, and as you say, for portable operations, it's hard to beat. And it looks like the product reviews that are here, you know, it's got 16 5-star and 2 4-star reviews. So, you know, here's a guy says, I had doubts, but I'm impressed. Excellent antenna, very good compromise, great for space limited. So, you know, works as advertised. That's pretty high marks, don't you think, Jeff?
Absolutely. And what's funny is when I first got it, you have to laugh at this. I kind of spread it through the room, over a door, down the hallway, into the other room, through the master closet, and out and about, just so I could get up and run it. And by golly, it worked. I made some contacts with it. But they do have the MCOM 3 now, which is, I think, 135 feet long. And that's more of a permanent installation now they have. But that chameleon antennas, I'm really impressed with them.
And of course, you can put this counterpoise kit on, and that might help too.
Absolutely.
That might help the efficiency. And then, Jeff, do you see the BTV here?
Yep, the 6 BTV. The BTV antennas are another one was very popular for us right now. It takes some time to get that tuned up, but it's not a hard antenna to get installed. Once you get it tuned up, that's an amazing antenna. With that, we have some questions about whether or not I need radial field or not. Do I need the ground plate? Highly recommended. Put the ground radial plate in, put some radials down, and that antenna is going to work amazing for you.
So yeah, the 6 BTV, now that works on 80, 40, 30, 20, 15, and 10 meters. It will take 1,500 watts. It's 24 feet high. It's a one person installation, right, Jeff? I mean, it's
absolutely.
It's very reliable. And like you say, over here in related products is the DX Engineering radial plate, which is just a beautiful way to put the radials in, and with all stainless steel construction, and it's you know, the whole thing of making a vertical work, Jeff, and I know you get this question all the time, is radials. Radials really, really important, and it's the other half of the antenna. You know,
it is absolutely. Yep. Yeah, and there is some question about that. And if you buy that antenna, there's 2 packages that come with some the Omni tilt, and then there's another tilt thing that does make it a lot easier for when you're tuning that up.
So when we're talking about tuning it up, and you can get this for free. It's on the website. Look, it's 64 pages, Jeff. Jeez.
Yes.
But this is the secret sauce, right? This is
absolutely.
This is how you make these hustler verticals. And there's a lot of hints in here for other verticals as well. But this is 64 pages on everything to do to really make the BTV work. And so this is great information, lots of photos, how to assemble it, how to get the SWR down, the mounting pipe, how to hook up the coax, step by step. You really can't go wrong, Jeff.
No. If you read through that first before you start your installation, it's going to make it a lot easier.
Yeah, I mean, some of these photos are just really good. Parky KB8ZWT wrote this, and it's just tremendous. You know, what not to do as far as radials are concerned.
Yep.
Here's, you know, like in your situation, Jeff, with the various things around your backyard.
Right.
And here's some installations from some customers, the base of the BTV vertical. So really, this is a really good antenna to get started with. And, you know, what are we talking about here in terms of spending money? It's $242. Right. Not bad, Jeff.
No, it's not at all.
So, you know, that's something to consider. There are lots of different antennas that we have. And, of course, you can make your own dipoles, and we've got parts for doing that, too.
Right.
One of the things, Jeff, you get asked a lot about is getting a license and upgrading as well.
Well, I can tell a lot of people got their HF radios over Christmas because we got a lot of people wanting to upgrade to general and then general up to extra. And the ARR book and Gordon West books are some really good books. I only have these 2 here because, well, I need to upgrade myself. But, you know, read the books. Don't just study the questions. read the book, learn what you need, study the questions, pass it, get your license, and upgrade. It took me years before I finally upgraded. And once I did, it's like, wow, why did I wait so long?
Well, and you know, you can get the books, and those are great books, Jeff, but there's also resources on the internet, right here on the ARRL website. I mean, the first thing is, what is amateur radio, or get your license. Some of the videos that have been produced by the ARRL are just tremendous. And so there's some great resources here. They also have lists of clubs. You know, how much does it cost? What about the license? So all this information is on arrl.org. And this is our National Association for Amateur Radio, and really, really top notch. Jeff, I go to this website several times a day because the latest news feed is there.
Absolutely,
and if something's going on, it's going to be right here on the ARRL site. Of course, QRZ.com is another great site for staying up to speed on what's going on. So lots of great resources that we have going on in this hobby. And let's give another peek over here at the chat room, and then Jeff, we're going to have to wrap this up. But we're having just too much fun here.
Too much fun.
We were off last week, so we're catching up here. Let's see a little bit. TI2 Charlie Carlos is on, and of course Bob says, add enough radials so impedance doesn't change with weather and climate. It takes time, and you can do overkill. And of course Bob has a lot of experience with this because he worked with W5ZN, and they experimented for a year working on antennas like that. And Brian says, speaking of HF antennas, I very much enjoy using the Transworld 2010 vertical. It's a great portable antenna, and that's from WB9QVR. That's the Transworld 2010, and it sets up quick, and that's great for, you know, some of the parks on the air and things like that, Jeff. And Herm says he's worked WSPR through the butternut, and I'm heard all over the world with 2 milliwatts. 2 milliwatts.
Amazing.
That is incredible. And for BCD says amps are fun, and it's fun to melt the ice off the antenna during a RIDI contest. Yeah, RIDI can do some work there. Kilo Echo 9 Bravo Victor is on from Kansas, and Kilo Bravo 1 Quebec Zulu Hotel. He says, with the MAT 40 work mobile to tune 102 to 108 inch whip. I got a bunch when Radio Shack went away. It's possible. It depends upon the coax length, because everything's going to be in play. I don't know what the range of that MAT 40 is, that tuner. You have anything on that, Jeff?
No, I'm not familiar with that one.
And it depends upon what band too, Frank.
Right.
Obviously, the higher bands are going to work because that whip is closer to a quarter wave. So I don't know what the range of that MAT 40 is. So I'm going to you'll have to call in and maybe talk to some of the guys, or take a look at the range of VSWR that tuner will do. KB8 Sugar X-Ray Kilo is on with us. And Herm says, can you recommend a good high power 1500 watt antenna tuner? Well, we can. Palstar, we carry the Palstar line. I think that's about as bulletproof as they get. There's 3 or 4 high power models. We also have the HA8DU tuners, and those are built really solid. Like a lot of equipment right now, the problem is that we're having supply chain problems, and I know, Jeff, you run into that all the time.
Absolutely.
We are working overtime to try and get product in, but boy, you know, a lot of our manufacturers are struggling right now. So Go to the website. We keep the inventory up to date. I mean, it's extremely current. And if you are experiencing delays because of back orders, we're sorry. We're doing everything we can to get equipment in. And we have N4BCD says, Herm, I'm using a Palstar AT5K HP. It's a great tuner for QRO. And so that comes well recommended. See, Palomar antenna tuner sold by DXE is fantastic. I love it. That's Palstar, I believe. And sorry, I meant Palstar. There it goes. And Joe Eisenberg has had good luck with the MFJ 989. And hello from Rich, 4 Zulu 1 Juliet in Israel. And let's see, Ed says he put together an end-fed long wire for 80 last year. Most stuff came from DXE. Really love this antenna. Thanks, from W9US. And W4 Mike Alpha Yankee says, hi, hey guys, at one time you had planned to add a 160-meter loading coil to the DX Engineering 8040 vertical. Any update? Paul, I can tell you that it is still on our docket. We still plan to do that. We don't have any update currently for it. We are really trying to finish up our rotator. We've got a lot of our resources tied up on that at the moment, but at some point I hope to get back to that so we can get a real good tuner for that. Rich says he just bought a Transworld 2010 for his son who lives in a HOA townhouse. It is good for permanent installations too. And you know, I've seen Jeff, you go into some of these places and they have the Transworld antenna and they put potted plants on it.
Oh. Well, why not?
Or they hang a flag from it, you know. So it really is a great antenna, the Transworld 2010, and it's very good for HOAs. And Dino says, will you talk about the status of the DXE rotator on Thursday? We will, Dino. We will. We're very excited about the rotator. It has taken us longer to get it perfect, but just like everything else we sell here at DX Engineering, it's got to be done right. Mm-hmm. And so we've had some delays, but we're going to get there. And so Martin, Papa Echo 9 Tango India Golf says, the Comet 98N or the Diamond X6000N, any advice? Do you have anything on that, Jeff?
No, maybe give us a call here and one of our guys can look that up and talk to you about that.
Yeah, I don't have experience, Martin, with either of those two antennas. So, yeah, give us a call or send us an email. Email would go to dxengineering@dxengineering.com. And we want to say hello to Cliff, W9 Kilo Kilo, and Gene Fisher. There he is, the man himself down in Greene County. He's the Greene County Sheriff. And thanks for all you do. Thanks for your service, Gene. And thanks for all you do to take care of Hamvention down there and the Greene County area. Great guy, and Gene, and great to have you on with us.
Well, it makes me want to go back to the law enforcement now. After 25 years.
Yeah, I hope the next time we have Hamvention, you get to meet Gene. He is.
I did meet him last time I went. He actually gave me one of his little county badges.
Nice, nice. Yeah, Gene is a terrific guy. So, Gene, nice to have you on here with us. And Papa 5 Radio Tango from Brazil is on with us as well. So, Marcos, good to see you. Well, Jeff, listen, I'm standing between you and your lunch, and then you got to get back on the phones. And it was great to have you back on today. Happy New Year to you. We got a lot of exciting things planned here on Facebook and YouTube this year. New products are hitting the website every day. Every day they're loading new products here at DX Engineering, and we're shipping like crazy. Things are busy, and we want to help you have more fun in ham radio. So whatever we can do to help you, give us a call, send us an email, get us on the chat. We're here to have fun. Thursday Afternoon, 2:30 Eastern time, we'll have Corey, W3CDG from DX Engineering will be on talking about DX Engineering products. Yep. So it's going to be a very, very fun time. And of course, Friday at 4 p.m. Eastern, it'll be the weekend special. So for now, 73 from DX Engineering, and hope to hear you on the air.
Yes.